York Giants full access. Welcome YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms. Welcome to another episode of New York Giants full access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk, and we got another one today. Mr. Skip Bayless is not laying off our Giants, folks. He's saying that Baker Mayfield is going to have a bounce back game against us, and the Carolina Panthers are going to beat us. Now, this segment here, he was talking about Baker Mayfield, him and O'Shea Shannon Sharp, the Hall of Fame tight end for the Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens, won Super Bowls with both clubs. They're going to be talking about Baker Mayfield here, and I'm going to let them speak, and you know I'm going to chime in. I love doing these reactions for you guys right here on New York Giants full access. So let's get into the video, and let's hear what these guys have to say.
Did a season ago?
Well, wow. So that's the bar. The #1 overall pick, we're wondering if he'll be completely terrible.
Wait a minute. It's the guy you said should...
He's the #1 overall pick, and he's actually fighting with Sam Darnold. Was fighting with Sam Darnold before he got hurt to be the quarterback of the Panthers after the Browns got rid of him after they built that terrific squad around him. And he really didn't do anything over there with the Cleveland Browns. They got one playoff victory during his tenure there over a washed Ben Roethlisberger. But for some reason, Skip and in the beginning of the season, a lot of Giants fans were saying Baker Mayfield was better than Daniel Jones. But go ahead.
Should have been the #1 overall pick, Sam Darnold.
See, in your way to keep trying to elevate Baker Mayfield, you keep pitting him against Sam Darnold.
Right. You put Baker Mayfield against Sam Darnold, but you don't give Daniel Jones that credit. You put him against everybody else so you can bash him and destroy him and make him look like the worst quarterback that's lived. But you put people like Baker Mayfield because you like him against Sam Darnold. Come on, man.
Darnold isn't there.
Well, he's your guy.
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
So you're saying that as long as Baker Mayfield doesn't get benched, it's okay. He's terrible. No matter how you oppose this question or dress it up, Baker Mayfield is awful. He's 29 and 31 in the regular season. This is his 5th year. But what?
So he's 29 and 31 in the regular season. So he was 29 and 30 with the Browns when they had the best offensive line in football, or the second best during his tenure there. One of the best running games with Hunt and Chubb. Had a very good tight ends in Hooper and Njoku. He had Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, Peoples-Jones, and a plethora of other receivers out there. And he was below 500. With all that working for him, he was below 500, but he's better than Daniel Jones. Okay.
What you do to try to keep the bar so he can just step over it and he'd be okay, he'd be confident, you keep trying to compare him to Sam Darnold. Compare him to the other quarterbacks in the league.
Okay.
That's what you should.
Compare him to the Patrick Mahomes, the Justin Herberts, the Joe Burrows, the Russell Wilsons, the Kyler Murrays, the Josh Allens, the David Carrs. Compare to all those guys like you compare Daniel Jones so you can make Daniel Jones look like a fool. But in Skip's case, because he likes Baker Mayfield, he only wants to compare him to Sam Darnold. Give me a break, man.
Okay, how many are capable of throwing for 155 in the 4th quarter? 155.
Mahomes, Allen, Brady, Burrow, Justin Herbert.
That's about it.
No. We've seen Dak do it on several occasions.
Yeah, but
Russell Wilson.
Straight garbage time. Straight garbage time.
Oh, now. Oh, wait. Now Dak's stats are in garbage time. You see how people switch the narrative to switch the topic to meet their narrative? Now all of a sudden Dak's plays are in garbage time. But when Dak was doing it last season, oh, he's an MVP caliber player. But now that Dak putting up those stats in the 4th quarter will go against what Baker Mayfield can do, now all of a sudden it's garbage time. Come on, man. Stick to your guns, bro.
ahead.
You were down
24
2 scores.
to 23.
Why were you
brought them all the way back with 155.
And what did he get him? Did he win or lose? Because all of a sudden now, it doesn't matter if you win or lose.
He lost. And Shannon is right. Now all of a sudden it doesn't matter if you win or lose because this is your boy. Let Daniel Jones would have lost that game after throwing that interception against the Titans, and let the Giants would have lost that game. He would have been absolutely getting lambasted right now for a loss.
You love winners. I've never seen a man love winners the most. You love Jordan. You love Tom Brady. But you got to offset that with mediocrity. The Dallas Cowboys and Baker Mayfield.
Right.
He won.
He lost.
He lost 26-24.
He got robbed. He came away with a moral victory.
There are no more.
Wow. So now you're gonna go the moral victory route? Wow. That's a shame, man. The way this guy Skip just talks out the side of his mouth is ridiculous. I need to get on one of these shows, man, for real.
It was immoral what happened to his team because 2 blown calls, 2 highway robbery calls cost him the game.
Yeah.
So were you saying this when we played the Cowboys in Dallas and they robbed us of our fake field goal because that wasn't a penalty and they robbed us that whole game? Were you saying that the Giants got a moral victory, or were you beating your chest saying the Dallas Cowboys beat us? Good question.
The second was the most egregious. It's intentional grounding. That kid from LSU is not going to make a record 68-yard field goal, and that's what he should have been forced to attempt because it was flat-out intentional grounding by Jacoby Brissett. You know it, and I know it by rule. One ref threw the flag on it because it was blatant intentional grounding.
Let this sink in for a second. We play professional sports. And guys get paid millions upon millions and upon millions. And now all of a sudden, you can get moral victories like if you're unranked and you lose by a field goal to the #1 team in the country.
Right. That's what he's putting. That's what he's explaining to you, O'Shea Shannon Sharp, a Hall of Fame player that's won Super Bowls. That's what he's trying to get into your head to give his quarterback that he loves, Baker Mayfield, the benefit of the doubt that he lost to the Cleveland Browns. Oh, he got a moral victory because there was some bad calls. There's bad calls in every game. Hell, the Giants go through it almost every damn Sunday. And that's no lie. But do we get a pass? Hell no, we suck. He sucks.
Or you are Pop Warner and a team that's so much better than you, you almost bring the upset. So a moral victory.
Yep.
When guys are making millions, the #1 overall pick just 5 years ago.
2 blown calls, or they're 1-0.
Wow, Skip. That you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
He should be
At
ashamed
the end
of
the day, Baker is what he is.
Yep.
He's a guy.
He is the guy who threw for 155 in his first start ever for a bad football team in Carolina.
Skip, hold on. What you mean his first start ever? Baker Mayfield has been starting the last 4 years.
For that team. He was starting for the team ranked in the ESPN.com.
So now all of a sudden Baker Mayfield's a rookie again? That's what we getting to? Baker Mayfield's a rookie again? Come on, bruh.
Off-season power rankings, 32nd in dead last.
So if you play quarterback for Cleveland, it's different than playing quarterback somewhere else. I thought the guy was, you snap the ball to him, or you know, between his legs, or in the shotgun, you throw the ball, you hand the ball off. So I guess it's different. I guess quarterback and it's different at different places. Okay, sure.
All I know is the guy that you said should have gone #1 in that draft, Sam Darnold.
Skip, why do you keep comparing him to Sam Darnold?
Because that's the only way he can make Baker Mayfield look half decent.
4-13. The New York Football Giants would finish 4-13.
The guy that was the #1 pick is on his second team, just like Sam Darnold.
4-13, and he lost that game 25-3 because he went 16 of 25 for a grand total of 112 yards with no touchdowns and a pick and a QBR of 16 on a scale of 0 to 100, and he got yanked in favor of little P.J. Walker.
And we beat the brakes off Carolina last year with Sam Darnold. We're going to do the same thing to Baker Mayfield.
That's how it ended for Sam Darnold. Way to go. Congratulations.
Okay. But see, why is it that Baker Mayfield against Sam Darnold? Okay, they were in the same draft class. Both did not have the success that they wanted to have, or they would still be in the location that drafted them. But what you try to do to keep Baker elevated, you keep putting him against Sam Darnold.
Right.
Both are terrible. Which is heavier, a ton of bricks or a ton of feathers? They weigh the same. They're both terrible.
Huh. Wait, did Carolina have a shot at signing Deshaun Watson and replacing Sam Darnold with Deshaun Watson?
Why would I need to replace him if I'm happy with what I have?
Deshaun Watson, the last I saw of him was a top 3 quarterback.
It does not, Skip. If I'm happy, okay, do you think they would replace Mahomes with Deshaun? Would they place Herbert? Would they replace Burrow? Why? Because they're happy with what they got. See, you keep saying Deshaun, and I'm not denying that Deshaun is a great quarterback. But what you won't admit is that Baker Mayfield, they wanted to get off Baker because they know what he isn't. Not what he could possibly be, but what he isn't.
The same guy who took them.
Exactly. Why do you think that Baker Mayfield was pushed out of Cleveland? Because he couldn't take him anywhere. He had a losing record with the Cleveland Browns, and that squad they put around him. He had an all-star squad around him over there with Cleveland. And he had an under 500 record, 29-30. He's 29-31 as a starter, 0-1 as a Panther, 29-30 as a Brown. They wanted to get rid of him because he was trash. All those superstars around you, you couldn't get it done. Come on, man. We're going to kick the Panthers' ass this Sunday because of Baker Mayfield. Watch what I tell you.
To their first playoff win since 1994.
And they said that's not enough.
Wow.
They say we want an adult. That's what they said.
Well, now Carolina has an adult at quarterback.
And they're 0-1.
And I'm still not sure Cleveland has an adult at quarterback, given the track record off the field of said quote-unquote.
You have an adult, but he's 0-1. Okay, so now what?
Now what?
You're about to be 0-2.
We go to the. Oh, really?
You're about to be 0-2.
Huh.
Way to go, Shannon. You're about to be 0-2. You going to New York MetLife Stadium to face the New York Football Giants. We are back. We are better, and we are well prepared. So hopefully they put the beat down on Baker Mayfield and those Carolina Kittens.
So Baker is a 1.5-point dog at Giants, and everybody bullish on Giants. Giants are back, baby.
I ain't said it back, but they'll beat y'all.
They came back. It took a missed field goal.
Put a case on it. Stop talking about it then. Put a case on it.
How about 2?
Put 2 on it.
Okay.
There you go. I saw you coming.
You gave me the point.
No, you got no points.
I get the point.
Whatever Baker scores.
No.
He Baker Mayfield.
Wait, it's a 1.5. I get that.
He Baker Mayfield.
They're dogs.
He's better than Sam Darnold.
Yeah, he Baker Mayfield. Put your money where your mouth is, Skip. He's Baker Mayfield. Put your money where your mouth is and say he's going to go out there and beat us. Don't take the 1.5. Go for the gusto. Say that Baker Mayfield's going to go to New York and beat us.
Darnold.
This is the Giants' year. They got Brian Daboll. He's going to be coach of the year, right?
This is the.
He could be.
Saquon is back. You told me.
You damn right Saquon is back. 194 yards total against a Tennessee Titans defense that is very good. Very good defense. I don't care what anybody says. He's back. As long as he's healthy and that line continues to block, he will be comeback player of the year for sure.
Saquon is a monster.
Oh, they got Brian Burns, and they got J.C. Horn, and they got Chin. Oh, I love Chin. And they got the guy that you grew up in, your dad was in the locker room with you, little Christian McCaffrey. Okay.
By the way, speaking of C-Mac, he gets 10 carries for 37 yards.
Yeah.
And he's going to do the same thing against us. He's going to get 9 carries for 26 yards.
If Baker wasn't behind turning the ball over, he got more.
Right, Shannon.
For a grand total of 24, but the one was for 21. So, God, he had 3 catches for 3 yards.
Yeah.
Really?
Play with Baker. It's going to be a lot of that.
Baker survived that?
Yeah, because Baker.
So they had 19 rushes for a grand total of 54 yards. That's 2.8 a crack, and Baker overcame that?
Well, tell Baker to hold on to the ball.
Wow.
How many times did he fumble?
Huh.
How many times
did he how many times did he fumble? Because I would guarantee you, if Daniel Jones would have fumbled that many times and it been plastered all over sports media. Daniel Jones fumbles again.
Him in the shoelace.
Hey.
How many? 6, 7?
Well, he already down there. He only 5 foot tall. How hard is it to catch a ball if your shoelace if you're 5 foot tall?
Look at the snap when they get it 1st and 10 at the 21 late in the game. Look at the snap. It goes above Baker's hands under center. It goes completely above his hands. It's like he's bobbling the snap because it missed his grip.
I mean,
are you kidding? I've never seen that happen before.
The center is used to somebody being like 6'2", 6'3", playing quarterback. When he 5 foot tall,
really?
You hit him up under the chin with the ball.
If they let Baker throw it on 1st, 2nd, or 3rd down when they got
interception in the end zone.
No,
interception.
Game over.
Interception.
Right.
on fire.
But see this man, you lowered the bar. So you keep the bar so low to try to keep the prop Baker up. He not it. He not.
Right.
155 in the fourth quarter to take a 24-23 lead. It was sensational.
Man, look, man, I can't listen to him no more. Skip Bayless is on some bull jive, as Shannon Sharp would say. He's bringing up these whack narratives to save face for Baker Mayfield for whatever reason he's doing it. Maybe he likes Baker Mayfield as a quarterback and as one of the guys that he likes to go with in the season. He's doing the same thing for him that he does for Dak Prescott. It's ridiculous. Yeah, that's Skip Bayless saying that Baker Mayfield and the Panthers will bounce back this upcoming Sunday against our Giants and beat us in MetLife. I don't see it. Baker Mayfield is trash in my eyes. If you want to call Daniel Jones trash, you have to call him trash too, because he didn't do too much better than what Daniel Jones was doing with a way better team and a way better situation, a way better scheme. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get the love for Baker Mayfield. Oh, he threw for 155 yards in the fourth quarter. One of those came on a blown coverage on a 70-yard pass. But in his case, he wants to take away 70-yard runs from Saquon Barkley, but he doesn't want to take a 70-yard pass away from Baker Mayfield on a blown coverage. You see how that works in the media? You see how they twist and turn everything to be in their favor when they want to say something about somebody? It's ridiculous. Why don't you take that away from Baker Mayfield? Why don't you take that away and say what his stats would be without that pass if it wasn't a blown coverage by the Cleveland Browns? But you won't do that, will you? Because it will go against your narrative. And that's what they do. That's why I don't listen to these cats. I react to them, but I don't listen to these cats, especially cats like Skip Bayless, because that's ridiculous. What has Baker Mayfield done in his career for him to get so much praise from you? Like he's just that dude. He's not that dude. I don't know what stake you got in his success. I don't know. Maybe on a payroll. I don't know. But come on, man. What are you doing? Baker Mayfield, come on, bro. We all know what Baker Mayfield is. You pressure him, he scrambles to his right, he makes mistakes. He's prone to make a mistake. And he got a lot of mouth behind a lot of checks that is, you know what, can't cash. Because he couldn't do it over there in Cleveland with an all-star squad. That squad was built. And not to mention they had a good to great defense over there with the Browns with it as well. A lot of those losses were because of Baker Mayfield's trash performances. So you call my quarterback trash, he's trash too. But that's this episode. Skip Bayless says Baker Mayfield will bounce back against the New York Giants. I call bull. But hey, let's see what happens. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you want to support the channel, Big Pat Sports Talk, hit that big blue join button and talk your talk with Big Pat Sports Talk and join the Big Blue crew. But until the next segment about the Giants, where I'll react to it, this has been New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk. And until the next episode, peace. This has been a Big Blue Crew production.